Well, good morning. How are you? I'm back here at my favorite place to detect, and it's morning. This is an unusual thing for me. I was up early this morning, and I thought, well, I'm going to get up with the sun a little bit and see what I can get in the morning. Anyway, started a video last time about guessing what the VDI numbers are, and we're going to continue that project today. So we're going to go after lots of different targets, look at the different numbers, see what the results are. Gotta guess what they are, and as we're doing it, and hopefully you get it. Right on. Alright, Simplex users, let's see what we got. Alright guys, here's our first target. Let's take a look, see what we got. It's a good sound. It's jumping between, well, somewhere in the 20s to up to 68. It's a bit of a jumpy signal. You see that? When you're on it right on the middle, it seems to be in the 60s more. Obviously it didn't appear to be very big, and let's see what we got. Well, we got a bit of gravel here, and it didn't come out with the plug. Here's this tone now that it's dug. Any guesses what this might be? I kind of think it's a trashy signal. Maybe it's going to be a drinking box or something like that. What do you think? Well, there it is. A big chunk of metal. I don't know, spring. It's got two ends. Well, some kind of farming relic. That's kind of cool. Alright, well, on to the next site. Alright, here's our next signal. It's a 50s, mostly 50s signal. Normally I think I'd pass on this one. It says it's pretty deep too. Let's see what we got. Alright, now the plug's dug, and it's in the plug. Look at that, 61. Pretty consistent number there. Yeah, so whatever it is, something consistent. I don't think it's a big chunk of metal. Maybe it's a penny, a zinc penny or something like that. Let's see what we got. It's funny because Simplex said this is deep. Not very deep at all. There it is. I called it. Penny, zinc penny. See how it's all being corroded and eaten away. 1998. I think they started the zinc pennies in 1996, if I'm right. I could be wrong. I have to look that up. Alright, well, on to the next. Well, I wonder what this signal is. It's pretty jumpy. Wow. I'm going to just turn a little bit, see what I got there. Mostly, I don't know, 20s and 30s. Every once in a while it jumps up in the 50s to 60s. Yeah. Pretty trashy signal. Again, I probably would just not dig this. Let's see what we got. Again, saying deep. My thought is it's probably some trashy small signal. It's not so deep. Alright, let's find out. You can see some sort of trash there in the side of the plug. Hear it now as I swing over. That's funny, eh? It's like mostly iron, It pops up into the teens. It kind of looks like can slaw, but maybe it's foil. Let's take a good look at it. Oh yeah, that's absolutely foil. Tin foil. And every once in a while, if a tin foil is wadded up nice, it'll ring up even higher. I'm digging more tin foil with the newer update. Now I'm in my update that I've settled with is 2.76. I should get the 2.77. I could be able to mute the funny sound that you get when you turn your pinpointer on. I just adjust the frequency, so usually it's not so bad. And I have my headphones on, so I don't really care. But today I'm running it without the headphones, so you guys can hear. And yeah, tin foil can be almost anywhere in the range, depending on what it looks like in the ground. If it's wadded up nice and tight, like this, sometimes it acts like a coin. This was looking like it was pretty loose in the ground, and it acted like tinfoil kind of normally should ring up as in the teens. Alright, well, let's see what we can get next. Okay, what do we got here? Let's check this one out. Seems to be mostly in the 50s, sometimes pops up into the 60s. When you get closer to it, down in the grass, you get some higher tones, or higher VDIs. I'm thinking maybe it's a penny. What do you guys think? Alright, came out in the plug. Here's the VDI numbers now. Get real close to it. It's got that penny tone to it, a zinc penny. Let's see what we got. Somewhere right in there. Oh, I see it. You guys see it? There it is. Yeah, that's a zinc penny. 1998, exactly like before. Alright, right on. Alright, watch this swing. Seems like when I'm on it, it's in the 60s. And when I'm just off to the side, it changes. Seems to be a small target. Right there. Yeah, see, I'm getting some 70s, 80s signals there. Makes me wonder if it's something better than just a penny or some trash. Yeah, it could be something better. I don't know. What's your guess? Alright, got something in the hole here. I don't know what that is. Looks like it's some kind of nail or something. Oh, wow, what on earth? Well, that's crazy. That's really, really interesting. It was a key. Huh. In a Harley Davidson cover. Weird. I've never seen something like that before. Anybody seen something like that? That's wild. I don't know if that key comes out. I guess it does, yeah. It's kind of just shoved up in there with some paper. Wow, that's pretty unique. That part's probably not metal. Yeah, see? The key is. Wow, that was pretty cool. Alright, right on to the next signal. Well guys, I'm aiming for that goal post right there. The neat thing about coming out early is there's lots of dew on the ground. You can reflect on your line. Let's see how that looks. Alright, not very straight. I was trying to go from kind of like along the edge of the baseball diamond to there. It's funny how you get wandering. Anyway, got a signal here, and it's mostly in the 20s. Let's see. Gets down into the teens. Just rubbing the grass there. Alright, got a thought. I'm thinking aluminum again. Can slaw. I'm not exactly close to the last one. I've walked probably a good 10 feet or so. So I don't think it's like can slaw shrapnel. But you never know. The lawnmowers sure do fling that stuff really far. Sometimes you find a big area and it's all that choppy signals all over the place. And you dig one and it's can slaw, well, likely all the other pieces in that spot are can slaw. Once in a while you get lucky and you dig up something cool, but you're probably best just to pass on that area. Again, if you're in a spot where there's lots and lots of trash, you're gonna have to dig up a lot more signals, right? But if you're out in an open field like I am, and there's not a lot of trash, you come across a spot that's been hit by a can, exploding can by the lawnmower, you can probably pass on a lot of those signals if you dig up one or two. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, well, our tones are coming out the same in the plug. Mostly in the teens. Look at that, more consistent. Sometimes up into the 20s. Could be tinfoil. I'm thinking it's can slaw, but what do you guys think? You guys got a thought there? Somebody said you got to dig everything because you're going to end up missing out on those like gold rings and jewelry and things like that. And I tend to agree with them, but the likelihood of a gold ring being lost out here in an elementary school playground is probably very low. But you never know. Like, what kind of kid or mom would send a kid to school with their gold rings, unless it was a teacher's ring or somebody's using the playground? It's probably not going to be gold. Anyway, what have we got? Yeah, I'm looking at some kind of can slaw stuff here. Alright, there we have it. We got a square looking piece of can slaw. Right? So, I was right. Not a ring, but some trash. Alright. What happened to that one? Alright, on to the next. Alright guys, what do you think of this tone? Again, probably a can slaw trashy signal. It had a nice bright sound, so that's why I want to dig it. I think it's right there. Right. When you're right on top of it, it seems to be in the 60s to 70s. It might be a zinc penny. It's probably can slaw. Let's see what we got. Alright, well, the tone still kind of trashy when you open the hole. One thing is, last time I was out, the ground was really dry. We've had a lot of rain since then. A couple of days with pretty constant rain. A couple of downpours and lots of drizzling times. Oh, I see you right there. What do we got? Oh, looks like a ring, a metal ring. Old, oh, can. That's a can. Yeah, pretty rusted out. That's a rusted can lid, which was what I was thinking it would be, something like that. That one's pretty old. Alright, well yeah, lots of rain the last couple of days. It makes, when you get wet ground, the signals come back stronger. And so sometimes you see a little bit of difference in depth readings, in the VDIs and so on. So anyway, you got to think about all those different things: environmental factors, mineralization in the ground, the ground balance. Sometimes it's got different ground balancing, and it does affect a little bit of the VDIs. So you're listening for good tones, not just paying attention to the VDI signals. Alright, well, let's go on. Well, since I'm digging everything, here's that 29 to 30 signal. A couple others that are throwing in there, like a 50. Pretty good strong signal, not too deep. It says about three depths down. Alright, got a thought. I'm thinking can shrapnel. Okay, here's the numbers with the plug open. It's in the plug. Pretty consistent. 26, 27. I wonder what it's gonna be. What do you think? Right on it. Let's take a look at that. That is can shrapnel for sure. I think there's another piece in there. Yeah. Right on. Alright, well, that's kind of what I thought it was. Alright, I think I've got a jackpot here. Let's take a look at the numbers. Look at that, up into the 90s. Right there. 90 to 95. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a loony. What do you think? We're real lucky. Well, it might be a quarter. Seems to be jumping up into 95. One of those older too early in the morning, you can't talk. Yeah. Anyway, one of those earlier quarters, but not silver. It'd be like 70s or 80s quarters. But I could be wrong. Might be a loony or toonie. Let's see what we got. Well, we're in the plug. Again, pretty consistent into the 90s. Sometimes drops into the 80s, but thinking a good coin. Let's see what we got. Alright. I'm touching it right there. There we are. Aha. That's what we're looking for. Canadian dollar, a loony. Right on. Nice tone, eh? Anything more in there? Nah. Alright, on to the next. Alright, got another nice signal right here. Let's see what we got. Right there. Pretty consistently in the 70s, high 70s. 75, 76. My thought is penny, copper penny. It could be, well, no, I don't think so. And my second thought is it could be a toonie. Sometimes a toonie will ring up in the high 70s. I don't know if this is quite high enough. Alright, let's look and see what we got. Alright, now the plug's open. It's in the plug. Take a look. That's pretty consistently penny signal. 66, 67. Copper penny at that, I think. Alright. Should have my pinpointer ready. But here we go. Alright. Just caught it right there. I pushed it out, and it's a piece of a car. Alright, well, I was wrong. Anybody guess car? I always like to find car parts, but I'd rather find a full car. This one looks kind of cool. Alright, well, on to the next signal. Alright, we got a good number here. Listen to this. Look at that. Low 80s, 84, 85. Now that, I think, my good guess is it's a toonie. Yeah, I think that's a toonie. What do you guys think? Alright, I think I might be wrong, but let's see. We got different VDIs in the plug. It jumped down into the 70s. Well, again, it could be a toonie, it might be a penny. Alright, let's see what we get. Alright. Well, seems to be more towards the top of the plug. I got a 3 or 4 inch plug here. Oh yeah. Alright. Well, what I'm going to do is put the plug back and slice that open and see if I can get it. Do a little slice just off to the edge of where the pin pointer was and break that apart. It's hard when it's stuck in the roots of the grass, eh? There's a lot of digging around. Aha. Alright, I see just an edge right there. Take a look. I was right. It was a toonie. The reason why it changed to a lower signal is all that dirt. The dirt changed the signal a little bit. A deeper one's going to be more in the 70s, and a shallow one it's going to be in 80s, 84, 85. 1996. That's for the original toonies. Alright, on to the next. Alright, well, here's a tone I haven't had yet. It's, yeah, here, I'll let you see it. It's all 4. See that? No jumpiness. My first thought is it's going to be a nail. Something iron, metal, steel. And I have dug a signal like this that was actually a quarter or a loonie. One of those steel cord clad kind of things. And yeah, so let's see what we get. Alright, you ever missed the target? I have just now. So I dug that plug and there was nothing in that hole, and so I scanned again, and sure enough it was over here, so I had to dig a second plug. I kind of like to do this like little window thing, so then you have a spot here that's going to be a poor spot, but both plugs are hinged. Anyway, so I think the target's in the second plug here, and it's still a pretty solid 4. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright. Alright, so there it is. That is a piece of wiring that came off the backstop, but it's quite a ways from the backstop. We're about halfway between the soccer post and the backstop, and but that's what that is. It's that funny kind of metallic wiring. It's not copper or anything. Steel or iron or whatever is in there, giving it that low tone. Alright, well, this might be my last signal for today. I'm gonna maybe continue to the soccer post and then head back to the car. I'll let you know if I get anything good. Alright, I have to apologize. I should have done this one live. Remember how I was talking about the low 4 signal? Well, here I got one. Take a look at that. 3-4, or yeah. Now, when I found this already, but I didn't pull it out of the plug, I'm going to show you what I got. It's right here. Here it is. And it's a fairly new quarter, 2010. They have the newer bust of the Queen on it. And those quarters, there's a lot of steel in them. They're clad with nickel, I think that's the way it works, or zinc or something like that. But they're nice and shiny, and they look pretty. But such strange money kind of comes out like a tone like that wire did. Anyway, yeah, so don't get tricked. Dig those low tones too, especially here in Canada where the money is getting to be kind of funny. Alright, well, I think that's it for the day. I'm going to head back, again, I'm heading back to the car. Catch you on the next hunt.